Hey, guess what? This is a video about the Fire Rod, Ice Rod, Ash Rod, and Tornado Rod. As you can see, I'm at the Staff Enchanter in Tel Mithrin. There are two ways to get these rods. They're special staves, basically, and you can find them on Solstheim. Two of them are on Solstheim, two of them are in Skyrim. Or maybe three of them are on Solstheim, one of them is in Skyrim. Yeah, that's how it is. You can craft them, but you need a lot of stuff. To craft them, you need to be in Tel Mithrin, and you need to do the Reluctant Steward quest for Neloth over there, and then you can use his staff enchant. So, to make the Ash Rod, you need unenchanted restoration staff, and you can get those from Neloth. He sells them. And you need 4 heartstones, unenchanted restoration staff, 4 spawn ash, and something that's not listed here is you need Goron Lullaby, which is an ocarina song. All of these have a hidden requirement. You need to know a certain spell, just like all the other staves. You need to know Chain Lightning if you want to make a staff of Chain Lightning. Fire Rod, you need to have a unenchanted illusion staff, 4 heartstones, 4 fire salts, and Din's Fireball. Ice Rod, you need 4 heartstones, unenchanted illusion staff, 4 frost salts, and Serenade of Water, which is another ocarina song. Tornado Rod, you need unenchanted conjuration staff, 4 heartstone, and if you're running 5.2 or earlier, you don't need Void Salts, but if you're running 5.21 or later, you need Void Salts. It doesn't say Void Salts here, but you need Void Salts. You need Void Salts. You need 4 Void Salts, and you need Farore's Gale for the Tornado Rod. So, okay, got it? I'll put up the hidden things on the screen, but suffice to say, you usually need the staff, 4 heartstones, 4 of some thing, and a hidden spell, and the spell that goes with it. The Ash Rod is pretty straightforward. They're all pretty straightforward. So that's what they are. That's how you craft them, and here's what they do. Here's the Ice Rod. It is a short staff. You may notice that the effect is kind of far from the tip, and that's not my fault. I can't actually fix that. That's because Bethesda sort of goofed on the some of the staves. So this is what the Ice Rod does. It sends out a whirlwind that tosses things around, and it also paralyzes anyone that it comes in contact with. So that's the Ice Rod. The Tornado Rod is similar. You see it's a sort of a short, stumpy conjuration staff with green crystals instead of not green crystals. And it does something similar, but sends out a weak cyclone that tosses people and things around. Jazargo wasn't hit by that one. That's the Tornado Rod. The Ash Rod, I'm gonna do it on Jazargo this time. Ash Rod looks really cool because it has the ash effect there. Short, stumpy restoration. Ash Rod, it sends out a bolt that paralyzes them, knocks them over. And Fire Rod, finally. Oh yeah, the Ash Rod, it'll sort of go in cycles. Sometimes they'll get right back up. Sometimes they'll just stop. Yeah, like it's a timed thing. Sometimes he gets back up. Sometimes he's like, okay, I'm fine, but then it sort of comes back. So it's sort of a comes in fits and starts. Fire Rod. It's a concussive fireball. So it's a huge fireball, and if you hit somebody with the fireball itself, it'll throw them back. So all 4 rods sort of do a paralysis tossing thing, but in different ways. So that's what they all do. They are dual sheath redux enabled, so they'll go on your back. You can have both of them like that. You know, you can have 2 on your back. If you have dual sheath redux, you can run around with dual wielding staves like that. Just like any staff, but they're short and they're very powerful. So that's that. That's what how to craft them, and that's what they do. Now I can tell you where you can find some guaranteed ones. Instead of crafting them, you can just go out and find them. Yeah, so I'll just tell you all about that. The Tornado Rod, I'll start with the ones on Solstheim since I'm already here. The Tornado Rod is in Itnamzand, which is very northwest corner of the island. It's right next to North Shore Landing, near Bristleback Cave. It's up in the northwest corner. Jeez, Arania. Life isn't that bad. So it's in Itnamzand. You have to go through Itnamzand. You can watch the Itnamzand video if you want to know all about Itnamzand. I'm just gonna cut to the chase and get to the Tornado Rod. Spoilers, when you go all the way through Itnamzand, all the way to Itnamzand Deep, way down into the place, and you defeat the final boss, the Ancient Automaton, and the Ancient Automaton, I think I already took it, carries the Tornado Rod. I'm going to summon this is mobile luggage. It's from a mod. I think it's called Conjure Crafting Furniture, Crafting Equipment, something like that. Where's the Tornado Rod? Do I have it in here? Yes, there it is. Yep. So the Tornado Rod is in the Ancient Automaton in Itnamzand. So that's that. So the Ash Rod is actually not in a crazy part of Solstheim. It's in the Falbathar's Boilery. And Falbathar's is sort of in the middle east of Solstheim. Middle west. There's the middle of Solstheim. Oh no, that's not the middle. Whatever, middle of Solstheim. There's Falbathar's. It's on the western part. There's the coast. Near the Waterstone, it's near White Ridge Barrow. That's the sort of place with Falbathar's. And shut up. The Ash Rod is up here. So when you enter the Boilery, you come down this staircase, and there's this shelf, and there's dwarven arrows, which I'm actually gonna take. And then there's this sort of elusive middle shelf. And there's the Ash Rod, and there's also an Ashland Lanayru tunic, which is sort of a redesign of the Lanayru tunic. Here's what the Ashland... I'll make a video on these, but it's a recolored Dunmer outfit in the style of the classic tunics of Legend of Zelda. So that's the Ash Rod. Forgot to mention, you may be wondering, Ash Rod? There was never an Ash Rod in Zelda. And you're right, there wasn't. But there was a Sand Rod. And so I'm taking a little bit of liberty here, and instead of sand, it's ash. So, you know. And the Sand Rod in Link Between Worlds summoned up pillars of sand that hit people, and I'm sure it's possible in Skyrim to do that, but I don't really care. The ash rod is fine the way it is. So that's that. There's another one that I will show you where that is right now. The ice rod is in Castle Karstag Courtyard. Somebody has so much fun naming it Castle Karstag Caverns, Castle Karstag Courtyard. Come on. So you can go to Castle Karstag Ruins, or get out of here. Castle Karstag Caverns. Go through Castle Karstag, and you end up here in the courtyard. And there's this throne over here, where you can do stuff, and then right next to the throne is the ice rod. So that's where the ice rod is. I'm just looking at the value, 1401. I don't think that has any significance. For more often than not, I'll make the value something significant, like fire arrows. The value is 198, which is a shortening of 1998. Where the fire arrows first appeared. Magic Sword, 1986, first Legend of Zelda. So there is a pattern to those, more often than not. But with the rods, I just sort of gave them whatever value they had. I didn't try to force anything. The fire rod can be found in Morwhidderjal. Morwhidderjal is in Falkreath. It's right next to Falkreath, south of Falkreath. Hidden in the trees. There's a more Morwhidderjal video. And you come here, and there will be a boss that you fight, and that boss carries the fire rod. He's supposed to use it, but he actually doesn't for some reason. Maybe he does use it. I don't know. He's never used it when he was fighting me. Oh wow, that torch makes everything look really cool. So yeah, those are the rods. That's all the rods. That's where you can find them. It's pretty easy to find them. It's easy to craft them. Well, relatively easy. It's easier to find them. But there's only one of each that you can find. I keep getting interrupted by bodily functions. I like hiccuped, and then I hiccuped again, and I yawned, whatever. That's how you find them, that's how you make them. Remember, the tornado rod needs void salts. That's good advice for life. The tornado rod needs void salts. Anyway, I will stand on this pedestal like a madman. Oh, what's in here? Nothing. A likely story. Nah. 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 And I'll see you in another one of these weird videos. There we go. Oh. Come on. Come on. Yay, there we go. That's good enough.